So now I got the oil on here, and all I'm gonna do is stretch it out. See how stretchy this is? This is how you know that you beat the shit out of the gluten already. It doesn't even fight back. Look at my fingerprint right there, and it stretches so easy. So all you're gonna do is you're gonna pull it, fold it, and pull it. What that does is it stretches it out.
You want to say that again? Pull it, stretch it, and pull it. Or...
All you gotta do is pull it, you know, stretch it, fold it back together, and pull it again. Every time you stretch it, fold it in half, and stretch it, it is getting thinner and thinner and more aligned. But if you want to get fancy, you use that twirl technique right here, where you just twirl it together, where it's kind of twirling together, and now you stretch it, twirl it, stretch it. See, this dough is not perfect yet. We're gonna have to keep doing this until it feels right. In the meantime, it's gonna keep breaking up on you. That's because the gluten aren't aligned yet. Keep doing this, and they will become aligned. And it's all about feel. You'll know when it's ready to pull. So like I said, just pull it, twist it on each other, pull it. You just got to keep doing this until it feels right. I don't really know how to tell you what feeling to look for. You just got to do this for yourself. That's the beauty of it. No shortcuts. It's all about technique, trial and error. Look at that. See, it's starting to get a little bit better. In the beginning, they were falling apart, but now it's starting to come together real nice. It pulls more evenly. So, like I said, all I'm doing right here is aligning the gluten strands. This is a step that you cannot not do. You have to do this. See, in China, back in the old days, they didn't have these mixers, and it would take them an hour plus to prep the noodle. But we in America, you know, technology, just throw that shit in there, turn it on, walk away, come back when the dough's done. You don't need it to rest or anything. And if you guys come across those recipes online that talks about a secret sauce or something, fuck all that shit. That stuff will kill you. You want your shit, you know, natural. All I had on mine was, you know, some salt, flour, baking soda. Nothing. Safe to eat. So you keep doing this, and this will take you, I don't know, until it feels right. It doesn't feel right yet, but it's looking easier. You didn't know dough can stretch like this, but that initial beat down that we did in the mixer beats down the gluten, and the gluten won't fight back. If I was to leave this here for an hour, the gluten will come back to life. It's like that fucking evil bad guy at Terminator. Always come back to life. So if you have a piece of dough sitting down like this, and you want to make noodle, you can't just pull it, pick it up, and make noodles. You gotta stretch it like this, break it down a little bit more. So these gluten strands are getting aligned real well. Right now I can feel it. If I was to crumble this up into a ball right now, very bad. Because, you know, I spent all that time making the gluten strand go left and right. Now if I crumble it in a ball, you know, it's a whole waste of time. Gotta start over again. You don't necessarily have to use cake flour. Cake flour is the easiest. And when you cook it, texturally, cake flour tastes better because of all that starch. If you can actually pull noodles out of bread flour. It's going to be really hard, but the thing with pulling noodles is the hotter the temperature of the dough, the easier it is. This noodle technique was invented like 2,000 years ago. Yeah, and this shit looks hella cool. Like, you know, pull this out of the party. Damn. Look like a badass. Alright, so it's starting to feel good now. It's really hard for me to explain the technique on how to pull it. That's all on you. You gotta go to YouTube, look up all those videos of other people pulling it, and just look at them. See, look at their left hand, right hand. If their left hand is facing upward, right palm downward. How they pull. Do they pull evenly like this, or like this, or like this? That's your job. I already gave you guys the recipe. So this is feeling good. I think I'm ready to pull some noodles. Now it's the final stretch. It's down, and I'm only gonna take a little bit of this. I'm gonna do one real fast. Show you guys how to do it. And this one, I'm gonna eat this in a minute. Good. All right, so I'm ready to pull some noodle now, and we got the flour right here. Any flour will do. Just right here, all up on it. Don't be scared. Flour helps the noodle from not sticking to each other. So we got that now. Scraper. Just scraping along the table to get the dough loose. And at this point, you kind of want to prep it, get it ready to pull. So what I'm doing right now is I'm kind of just rolling it, making sure that these dough around, making sure that they're even in thickness. And I'm ready to pull. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to grab the two ends, pull it up, bring the two ends together, and it'll form like a little circle, like a U shape. And I want that part towards me. And I'm going to put one finger down and pull the dough this way. So then you'll do like a multiplying effect, you know. Put two together, 2, fold it in half, pull it, 4, fold it in half, pull it, 8, you know, fold it in half, pull it, 16, 32, 64, 128, shit like that. It goes on, but here we go. And you gotta do this fast. There's no way you can go slow. If you go slow, it'll fall apart on you, so you gotta go fast. Alright, here we go. Right there. Alright, we got some noodles now. Look at that. Right there. There we go. Hand pulled noodles. It's just like that. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna cook this. This looks good. Got some water boiling right behind me. Bring this up front. Show you guys what I'm working with. Alright, so now, you know, you gotta cook these noodles right away. You can't pull them ahead of time and dry them like pasta. You gotta cook them right away. And they're real easy. They take about a minute max.